Hey everybody, duels enthusiasts from far and from wide. How are you today? CGB, Covert Go Blue, back in here doing another video, another Twitch stream, maybe a port over to YouTube if all goes swimmingly. Let's see, gonna try something a little bit different today. We're gonna have a guest, special guest. And it's DJ 0045. DJ, you may know him if you're on NGA. He posts over there a lot. He's a participant in Fight Club and iOS tournaments, so he's got a dual enrollment, so to speak, in our Magic universities. And he is on the BBB's podcast that some of you guys may have checked out on YouTube. And yeah, he and I are going to play some games and just talk it up, and that's today's agenda. So, are you back? And did you check the box so that they can hear your voice? It should be in the party under Xbox.
You got it.
Okay.
All right, hopefully everyone can hear me.
Well, right now we're broadcasting to nobody but the YouTube folks who will watch it later, and I gave you a quick introduction, but get ready to say your name about 5 times, as people come in and ask over and over who the guy in chat is. Just kind of the way it works. All right.
So we'll actually pronounce it right for once. It's DJ 0045. Oh.
0045, like you were going to be
0045.
007, but so many were taken that you had to be 0045.
That's a shame. You should have seen what happened to the last 37.
Wow. All right, let's get into a game, and then we can get into whatever subject matter you want. I'm just going to go down my list of weird decks here and play them one by one. No particular order. Unless you have a matchup request, just let me know.
No, I'm going to pick some random stuff. I'm going to go ahead and invite you. Are you ready?
Oh, I just invited you. That would be awkward.
No problem.
It's like, whose house is this party at, for God's sakes? But yeah, since I'm streaming and it cuts out the stream, after this you can do the inviting. I just always forget.
Sure. All right, so first up is Donna Chade, Simic.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yep. Alrighty.
Oh,
so
and
this deck is a Simic ramp type thing.
We should give a little background here. So I'm playing only decks today that are completely undefeated in their respective tournaments. So every deck I'm playing right now is a 2-0 deck in either Steam or Xbox. I believe this is Xbox.
Yep. And the deck that I'm playing are all just the builds I like to take out and mess around with on ladder. But varying levels of competitiveness, but kind of just to, I don't know, just pit myself up against some of these builds I'm not going to get the chance to battle in the tournament. I will keep this hand. So Donna Chade's match was it was a mirror, right? And it was almost a complete mirror except for like 2 cards against the guy who built it, which is Flair, another guy who does content here on Twitch. And it was an interesting game. I really enjoyed that game. There were just so many back and forths. Did you get to watch that game live? Specifically game 2 of their match?
I saw a little bit of it. There's been sort of a limit to how much I've really been able to pay attention, especially with the Steam ones. But yeah, I saw some of that. I was in chat with you.
Yeah, man. Remember. That game too. I've watched all of them, so I don't remember anything from chat. I don't remember who was there. Like, my brain is fried. I watched like every match from the first rounds of both tournaments. But this one I remember really well. There were a lot of points where I felt like Flair, who eventually lost, was playing from behind the whole way. And I just felt the whole time like he had a chance to get back into it, and it never it just never quite worked out. But there were so many different things he could do at so many different steps in the game that it was very interesting to me. All right, what am I going to do next?
Well, here's our first potential talking point. You're playing Duskwatch Recruiter, which is absolutely one of my favorite cards from the expansion. I love Recruiter.
Card's a boss. Card is a boss. He's better. Like, I'm always torn with him. Early or late on Duskwatch is always kind of a thing for me. I don't know if I want to play him turn 2 or save him for a later turn where he can also fetch a guy. So I'm still figuring out how I want to even play Recruiter, but he is certainly a fun one. Say what up to Nighthawk. Yep, we've got DJ hanging out. Do you have the chat up in case people ask questions to you?
Me? No.
Okay, if that comes up, I'll read it to you then. Don't worry about it. Here comes Nissa.
Oh, that sounds great.
All right, so go ahead.
The answer to your question, Duskwatch, you play him turn 2, you activate him turn 3, is, I think, by far the most optimal play.
Turn 3 can be an important turn to give up. Yeah. Yeah,
but
turn 3 can be important. But then you get to come
back on turn 4, though, then you're dropping at least 2 and probably 3 creatures if your deck is optimized for it.
Yeah, but check out this situation, right? I mean, if I didn't play the Cultivator, I wouldn't have access to 4 mana this turn.
Oh yeah, no, that's a counter argument. I'll give it to you. Yeah, let's see. Will I block with?
Nope.
Oh.
You will not. Thou shalt not pass.
But see, I had no choice but to play as I did just now. Because Mr. Duskwatch will run all over me if I let you get too many mana ahead.
It's true. But I am in an awkward spot with him, that's for sure. Yeah, figured that was coming, which is why I need to be able to activate afterwards. But you got a tough choice to make.
Do I?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty clear.
Yeah, but see, all of these cards would be in play right now.
Oh, they could have been in play anyway.
Oh, good point. Crap.
I wouldn't be doing much good if I were just facing off against your Thought-Knot, though. This is interesting. Yeah. Let's get airborne.
Son of a bitch. Oh, sorry, wait. No cursing on live stream, excuse me.
Oh, that's, I got my rules. You can have yours. It's all good.
All right.
Ouch.
Well, the good
news
is I'm playing a deck that has virtually no creature control, so I should be fine.
Well, we shall see. But this is the kind of match where you want, people have asked me what about Mind Rack Demon several times, and this is the kind of matchup where you want it, where you're flying over whatever the opponent's up to. You want it against planeswalkers and rampy things, where you don't care if you lose life or not very much.
Ugly situation. All right. Well, I might as well grab one of these and one of these.
We're going to be knocking the top of our deck and asking for a land, so that our Sylvan Advocate can bring the pain.
We're going to be sitting back doing nothing this turn.
DJ knows the last card in my hand is a Duskwatch Recruiter. Probably the worst thing that we could run into would be something like a Displacement Wave might be in our future, or Crush of Tentacles, so we want to get in damage while we can, which means we probably want to play this card we just drew. Seems pretty good.
Oh.
Now, I do think he runs the full 4 fogs for the stall effect. and if we don't draw a land off this, we might just hold our cultivator back, since the damage won't be for sure. And we drew the land, so we don't have to, but it's important to think about. Nighthawk has noticed that the game wants to tap Cultivator every single time for mana. Yeah, it for some reason really likes tapping down your Cultivator. You have to be pretty cognizant of what your Cultivator's up to. There's the Fog, which is, you know, nobody likes that. It would be really funny if you Fog locked me and my Mind Rack Demon killed me. That would certainly be a negative experience.
Yeah, I mean, things that are probably going to happen.
It's a route to victory, right? So maybe Green Warden for Fog is his line. Let's find out. Oh, renewal. Ramping to the top rope. Ramping right up top. Now this, what I'm playing is a Jund, a very mid-rangey Jund deck, which is definitely better against the likes of humans and other such things, but not really at its best here, where it can be kind of shut out of the game and then run into monsters like Ulamog. But we'll try to make a game of it and give the folks at home a nice show. How about that? Fog number 2? You've got to last second me, don't you? You could just spike it, you know. Or
I don't have it.
Oh, not this time. Or he does, and it's the slow roll. All right, let's try to get some better cards flowing. We're definitely a bit low on pressure for my taste. We have Lethal Threaten on the board, so making a 4/4 probably isn't the way to go, especially with cards like Fog lying around. Let's just try to get more in general happening. And we don't really have to worry about sweepers. We do have to worry about, like I've said before, displacement wave and such. Let's do this now. It's not a big mystery what we're going to be up to, and see if we can hit something better to cast than the what's in our hand. Okay. And there we go. The only reason not to there would be playing around Thought-Knot Seer number 2. I don't generally play around the second one of a 2 of in a deck, but, you know, I might get poked for it. Somebody says, Delirium? Like, am I running a Delirium deck? This is the only card with Delirium that I have, guys, Mind Rack Demon, and it's not even doing a good job. It's killing me right now. It's going to be really awkward if I have to cast a Radiant Flames to get a sorcery into my graveyard and wipe my board.
Gosh. Okay, how much is on there? So
that's a lot of damage.
4?
A lot of damage.
4 plus 6 plus 2. Wow, I mean, it's like you're threatening exactly lethal.
Yeah, too bad a Bounding Crassus messes up the math. Let's see.
Yeah. So does a Fog.
So does a Fog. So, the Fog we can't control. Pretty much have no control over if he wants to throw a Fog on us, right? So, but Bounding Crassus we can at least grab some control of our own destiny from. Alright, not yet. He also knows about the Fleshbag Marauder. If he powers up his Radiant Flame, or his Lumbering Falls, we can, and it doesn't die in combat, so he'll probably trade it with one of the Howlers, but we'll see what he wants to do.
No, if I do that, I die. Actually, I die anyway. What are you talking about?
I was still expecting some kind of other bounce trick or some shenanigans, but apparently not.
I wish. No, three lands in hand, two forests and an island. That's all I have left.
A bit of a flood there, and it doesn't sound like you drew any of the high impact cards of the deck, unfortunately. But that's what happens to ramp. Happens to me all the ramping time. All right, invites are yours.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what deck I'm playing as soon as you're coming in. So.
The slow roll, the epic slow roll.
So I'm excited about this deck, by the way. I'm looking forward to trying it. Not necessarily because it's great, but because I think it's such a fun idea.
Allies? It's got to be allies. Oh wait, that didn't 2-0. Never mind. It's never mind.
All right, so this is T-shirts, Orzov, Heirloom.
Planar outburst combo deck.
Exactly right.
I won't let it go. I will never
And
forget.
You're in deep trouble because this is also undefeated.
Uh-huh.
And I have a good feeling that we're going to go off on turn 3 this time.
If you do, you will likely win because I am running a green ramp deck without hardly any removal of any kind.
Oh no.
So there
that's
is,
not a good start.
if there is an heirloom combo kill to be had, this should be it.
Oh my god. Well, I can't take that hand. I can take this one though.
The main thing we're looking for here is just a land. Landy, landy, land. It's really all we want. And I guess we didn't get one, but we got the next best thing.
Nice.
Well, it depends. Are you going to cast Planar Outburst? Because that would make it a very bad Death Cab Cultivator. So this is also a Delirium deck that I'm running, since it has Death Cap in it, obviously. Uh-oh! Turn 1, right on time. Here we go, guys. The race is on. Yeah, I think we have to do that. Our hand is turning to mush right before our eyes. We've gone 4 deep without a land. Let's see if we can make it 5.
And... uh-oh.
Combo assembled. So let me see. I'm trying to remember what is in this absolutely ridiculous deck to deal with that, and I think the answer is nothing. Well, there's some chump blockers. Alright. So we got Explosive. We have 4 turns to live if nothing changes the clock whatsoever. And we're able to make our 1/1s. So, let's see. I think next turn will just be like deploy the knuckleheads.
Is it going to let me pick which mana?
Random wants to know if my ramp deck is based on a Sam Blacklist. Not really, no. But I did see that deck. It's kind of sweet. Dream start from the other side. Yep, living the dream over there, no doubt. No doubt about that.
And just in order to make sure I don't screw this up, this is not the right way to play this, but I don't care.
I'm tapped out. There's no wrong way to play it other than forgetting entirely.
Fair enough.
There's the Alms of the Vein. Cuts a turn off of our expected life expectancy. Good times, good times. And the beats commence. So it's the draw against the deck that has absolutely nothing to do about it. It's pretty much living the dream. Alright, so I think what I have to do this turn is get lucky next turn? Let's see. Let me think.
The ultimate plan. The thing I have to do this turn is get lucky next turn.
It happens.
Wow.
It happens.
It does. It definitely does. Ah, another one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, it's the boss. How much do you think I can swing for?
Well, possibly none, right? I mean...
I have to get lucky next turn, as you know. Though he had a spell. There went our whole agenda. Okay, so gotta do that to stay alive. Do. Flips!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, here they come.
Well, this is actually a tough decision. I didn't expect that to happen.
Finally, something going my way.
I mean, there's like a certain humor here. I feel like I have to go ahead and attack.
Well,
It'd be
probably.
really odd for me not to.
It would be pretty strange, yeah.
So let's go ahead and get that over with. You got 12, 14 on board.
Life's full of tough choices.
Can be.
That one wasn't one of them. Get in front of that thing!
Alright. So, I think we just do this.
Well, yeah, of course you do that, genius. Yeah, of course you
Just
play
try to help me.
Kalitas. Yeah, you're not helping. Of course you play the
just trying
best
to help.
creature in the format. Of course you just spike that down, when things are already going your way.
So I think I'll just go ahead and call that my turn.
Geronimo.
Nah.
If you have a removal spell, just please don't think very hard. It will tilt me. Oh, there you go. Alright, next up. Nice god draw. That's the way they draw it up, right there. If you want that deck to win, that's what you're hoping for every game. And make sure you have the mythics, because those kind of mattered at least as much as the heirloom.
I fully concur that it was always my game plan. I was going to T1 heirloom, T2 hair, T3 9 damage against you. It was totally my plan. I mean, none of this was an accident. All right, next.
Certainly does. I mean, I pick on the deck, particularly Planar Outburst, but it certainly does have a place against decks with no flyers. Like Era of Falconwrath is a good card. There just aren't enough good flyers in the format. So when it can get that start against any deck that is just like playing a bunch of ground dorks, it'll do fine. It'll do very well until somebody puts 20 removal spells in a deck and just kills all their creatures.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like it though. I think it's fun. I'm still in the camp though that it's wrong. It's the wrong one. I think they should be playing Golgari instead.
Yeah, that's the version of Heirloom that I built. Yeah.
No one listens to me though. Everyone seems to disagree. So so be it. But
yeah, try being me.
I definitely think Golgari is a better option.
Everybody lets me know how much they disagree with me.
No one listens to you, and then they go ahead and run your deck though. Right? I mean,
well,
so
and they change things that are obviously wrong with it, having never played it.
So This is in Dibba Digga something. It's the Planeswalker deck, though.
Oh, all right, bring it on. Here come the walkers, ladies and gentlemen. Here come the walkers. There are walkers out there, and they're coming for us. They're gonna eat us alive.
This looks like a terrible starting hand, but I'm going to take it because I'm curious.
Oh, you'll take it. And this hand also is not really what we want. A little too slow,
Oh, good.
but we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can.
No, we're happy to hear that your hand does not look good. That's great news for us.
Us who? Everybody's on my side, DJ. You're just over there with your Planeswalker deck. Nobody wants you to succeed. I'm just kidding.
I totally disagree.
It's my stream.
We both know that
it's my stream. The us is my people. You can't take them. You can't just claim them for yourself.
Obviously, clearly, everyone on your stream wants to see you get beaten by me. I mean, why wouldn't they? How could they not?
There, somebody whose name is CGB's magical lover tells me to crush you. So there, now you know.
Well, obviously he's on your side, and or she, actually.
Oh, the Chandra on a Toppelgeist. There's something you don't see every day. All right.
Obviously the correct play.
Oh yeah, your line is amazing.
Ooh.
Some people are here just to see me lose. That's reassuring. I appreciate that.
That's nice of them.
I know, they're out there, those sickos. They're like the kinds who watch the show that a critic puts out just to disagree with them.
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
Yep. That's okay. That's, it's what it is.
All right. Oh, what?
Save myself a point of damage. That's right. How do you like them attacks?
I don't actually like those attacks.
So, one thing I have to wonder is, how Sweeper influenced his build is. And that kind of affects what we do.
I have actually zero memory. I have no recall whatsoever of the list.
I'm sure he wants pretty badly to play a Planeswalker if his hand, is any good.
Yeah, and you're playing flyers, so consequently, my hand is virtually invalidated already.
Yeah, at this point, I just don't know how much I can afford to worry about a Sweeper. What I have really isn't enough pressure to handle one the way that I'd want to, so I think we'll just lean a little harder in. I mean, it's not like Mage is going to get better very often, and if he wants to spend one of his later turns where maybe he'd be casting something big, casting a Ranger instead, I do not care. And there's some flamey flames. Alrighty. Sweeper 1. Let's see how many more you got.
Wow. Nice recovery.
It's the good old Whirler Rogue recovery plan, I know.
Well, it's only going to cost me
It's a lot of basics you got there.
So I figure we'll go ahead and...
Declaration in stoned. So I'm pretty sure that we just... Let's find out here. Get red number 2. Alright. Oh, that's an unfortunate thing. Probably means that there's a Chandra in our future, which is about the dirt worst thing that could happen to us. But, I mean, that's an okay draw.
Well, I still haven't drawn a land. I just want to point that out.
I am noticing, which is making me regret my Reflector Mage play, but you'll get him eventually no matter what I do.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Do I... Nah. I'm going to need him later.
Yep, save him to protect a walker. That's the plan. I would have loved to have this when I had the rattle chains. Would have made life a lot better.
Jesus, is this okay? Seriously, is this just Sylvan Ranger deck?
Yeah, it is. Just ask Random. He's in chat. It is Sylvan Ranger deck. Everybody knows that.
Okay.
You just get all your Sylvan Rangers and then you win. That's how it works.
Well, how are you ever going to survive all this pressure?
I don't know. I don't know how I'll ever deal with 1/1s up the wazoo. It's just, you're asking a lot. So if you drew all 4, there's another one in your hand. Ah, here's Giddy. Hello, Giddy. What you up to? So let's see. I'd love another rogue. Let's see. Essence Flux would give me some Thopters back. Just trying to think of things I could actually do here. Yay, 2 damage.
By the way, is it just me, or is Oath of Chandra just a really kind of underwhelming card?
It doesn't feel flashy, but it does its job better than most of them.
I don't know. I haven't been impressed.
You wouldn't be. Let me think. It's another one of those situations where it feels like you have to lean into the board. I would hate to get blown up again.
Well, I've already blown you up once. How many times do you expect me to blow you up?
Again?
One more than the number of times you've been blown up? Is that the correct answer?
Yeah, I guess I'm the tempo deck, so I need to play like I'm a tempo deck. Makes sense, right? So, you know, Walker's gotta dies. And that will give him a good turn to totally wreck me if he has it. And if not, we'll proceed according to plan. But you gotta take your chances.
Wow. This is such bullshit. I'm sorry. It's part of my language, but this is such BS. And the top deck of the day.
Yeah. Go figure.
That was a top deck, by the way.
Force is strong with that one. It's okay.
Extremely strong.
Random makes good points, but he also doesn't even understand that sometimes you can't play around things if you want to win a game. Especially when you're running a very linear, like, straightforward deck like this piece of junk that I have. And even, I mean, I've already been 2 for 1.
Oh, can I tell you something?
If you want.
Just in defense of your play, I top decked that card. So as far as I'm concerned, it was the right play right up until it wasn't.
Always is. Yay, oath number 2. So I guess this is the Super Sweeper version of Walkers. I didn't know the list. At least right now I can't identify which version of Super Friends is whose. I do know that there weren't very many, there were not really that many planar outbursts in the field compared to Languish, Radiant Flames, things like that, but now you know, this is the one with all the sweepers.
I think it's quite similar to the one that I was telling you about that Wizard AI played against me in the iOS tournament. And as I said before we started the stream, I definitely vouch for the quality of that deck. I mean, the fact that it lost to me, notwithstanding, it was very good.
Yeah,
And
but
obviously so.
I mean, it's good, but we've even talked about whether or not Super Friends is even a good deck to begin with.
I'm not convinced.
Me either.
But I am playing sort of the perfect foil to Super Friends in the form of hardcore aggro, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, so, I mean, the super foil, in my opinion, is any of those decks that are actually built well. Like, I mean, blue-white spirits, whatever. It's kind of a funsies. But, I mean, anybody who actually builds their aggro deck, like any of the white and Eldrazi, like super aggro things, any control deck that's actually well made, any of the Jund decks with a real game plan. I mean, it's like, quite honestly, Super Friends is the I have no plan.
Well, it's also kind of fun because you just load your entire deck up with a bajillion.
Yeah, it's fun. You don't need a plan. That's the point, right? You don't need a plan. You just play really cool stuff all the time. Who doesn't want to do that?
I think you better have a plan if you want to have a chance, but that's a different issue.
Oh yeah, that is. See, that's the difference though between like running around on ladder and actually trying to compete. All right, I'm gonna throw this one in. Or wait, let me do some math. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1. Yeah, I'm gonna throw in the towel on this one. Good times. But I mean, yeah, sweepers. I don't know. Like, I don't know how many Super Friends decks I watch, like playing against other mid-range or Super Friends decks with like Radiant Flames and Languish. And guess what? The guy with Planar Outburst won. It is such a better card for when you're expecting those types of things. You got an invite coming?
Yep. Give me just 1 second. Ooh, this is another one I'm excited about. All right. By the way, in all fairness, just, you know, if anyone sees me make obvious misplays, I've never played these decks before in my life. I don't know anything about them. I wasn't the builder, you know. So I am, you know, I'm learning these decks just like everyone else.
Hey, I play decks for the first time all the time without disclaimers. You can do it.
Yeah, but I'm nowhere near on your level, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is...
You just smashed me with that top deck beauty.
This is Dream Maker's blue-red, I believe, mill, Fevered Visions mill deck. And let's see how it does.
I forgot what I just queued up, but it's probably a mismatch because that's the way it's gone so far. Oh, shoot, it is. I just remembered what I queued up. I'm playing Grixis control with no enchantment removal of any kind. Oh, man, I didn't even change it up. Oh, shoot.
Oh, why the... Okay, that's a weird draw. That's a better draw.
I concede.
Okay. Let's do the same match again and play it for real. Or you could pick a different deck, but I'm playing the mill for sure. I wanna try this one out. I'm actually not impressed with the first. I could have possibly had to mulligan more, to be honest. But I saw at least a tutelage in my opening hand, so I was like, okay, that's a keep. I don't know how many lands this deck runs, which would definitely influence what I keep or don't keep. But, oh well.
Yeah, that just leads to more confusion anyway. Like, I'm like, oh, I run 27 lands, I'll keep a 2-lane hand. Never draw a third one, ever. That's always the way it works.
You're 7 turns in trying to figure out where
like,
everything
how
went
many
wrong.
lands? How many? Like, I keep on, like, every turn I do the math. Okay, now it's a coin flip. Now it's better than a coin flip. Now it's better than a coin flip. I've just lost like 8 coin flips in a row. What is going on?
Did you borrow the coin from me? Because sometimes that's a mistake.
There you go. There you go. All right.
All right.
Do I have something? I mean, yeah. All I ask for are 2 lands and some spells. God. I guess I could have kept my very first hand last time, but oh well.
I can't keep that. I can't keep that. How does this...
Let me know if you want to restart again.
No, well, I mean, yeah.
Remember, my deck is nothing but removal. Like, it's, all you have to have is one of your enchantments, and I lose.
What if I don't have one of my enchantments?
Well, then I actually have to find a way to kill you, which also isn't a guarantee.
Oh, this is an odd choice.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting little control things in that, if I remember correctly, if I'm thinking of the right list. It's hard, they all bleed together after a few days.
Ooh, hey, all right. Sweet. You're in a lot of trouble, mister.
I guess. Nice. I mean, I feel like I'm in a lot of trouble.
Oh no, you're stuck on 2?
Yep. 26 land. Can't keep a 2-lander.
This reminds me of The Princess Bride right now. We are now currently playing to the pain. And obviously so.
Cripple fight all the way.
All right. Well, let me just go ahead and tutor up a mountain.
Good job.
Obviously.
You got it. You're in the driver's seat.
Thank you, sir.
Have your way. How many creature removal? How much creature removal do you think I need to discard here before I draw another land?
Well,
oh man. You know, the funny thing is I couldn't cast a single spell even if you had a creature.
I just want you to know that if you ever play a creature, you're in a lot of trouble too. So there's that.
I believe it. So we'll just do this instead. Lands?
Kill yourself slowly for me? Nice. You know, Fevered Visions would be such an ace draw right now.
You think?
Fevered Visions would be like the aciest draw in the history of ace draws. That's a word, by the way. Aciest.
Aciest, huh? All right.
Aciest draw. Did you just got rid of Causal X Return? Awesome.
I suspect it won't be very useful. God, I can't remember what's in that deck, but I'm pretty sure Broken Concentration is. So I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it cool, everybody. I'm gonna play it cool.
What's Broken Concentration again? That's a counterspell, right?
Shh! You're such a jerk.
No, I'm not holding it. I promise. I would never ask that question if I had a counterspell in hand. I mean, what kind of a jerk move would that be while I sit on 8 mana having played nothing for the first 8 turns?
The jerkiest. The absolute jerkiest. That would be beef jerky.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boom.
Okay.
Oh god. Wow. All right.
Nice try, random, but it's UU1 counter, not UU2. Nice try. Almost got there. Okay. Oh, it's a typo. Yeah, that makes sense. There's a lot of typos on Twitch. Typo Central.
Oh, am I missing some fun discussion in the channel right now?
Oh, just random trying to tell me what broken concentration does.
Oh. Yoink.
Doe. You got me. But have I gotten you?
Yeah. What?
Interesting.
You think I'm gonna blow a spell on trying to stop 3 damage this early in the game?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
This incredibly early in the game. This unbelievably early in the game.
Well, guys, we found all our land, if anybody was watching that.
Oh my.
Resolves. And let the party begin.
So that's kind of, I mean, I have to admit, that's a little bit on the ballsy side.
I
right?
know, but, damage.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I'm going to help you.
That's ballsy. Ballsy side.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and discard that.
Probably a good choice.
Thank you. Then guess we'll go ahead and play this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I figure this guy.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And now that we're tapped out.
Feeling awkward at all?
Nah, what awkward? Why would I be feeling awkward?
I don't know. You're tapped out. I can do whatever I want.
It's true. And I'm taking 2 damage. Oh,
No,
man.
Jace has taken 2 damage.
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't realize you could do that. That's kind of cool.
Yep. Fevered Visions is the bomb.
That was also kind of rude.
How about this?
That's extremely rude. Jace, he will be missed.
I should have Fevered Visions your face. If I was going to kill Jace anyway. That was a mistake. Oh well.
Yeah.
On we go. If I lose by 2 life, that's why. So, I don't know if everybody caught that, but I put 2 damage on Jace, dropped it from 3 to 1, but if I already knew that my line was going to be Chandra and Grasp, which I should have known, then all I had to do was send one of the tokens at Jace to kill it, and I could have done 2 more damage to my opponent. So, oops, misplay alert. Put it in the book, you guys out there who keep track of CGB and how bad he is at Magic. Put it in your book.
Well, CGB is terrible at Magic. Come on.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm going to get Chandra'd right back. That's what I'm curious about right now.
Oh, that would be nice. Gosh, that would be so nice.
I believe it would be, for you.
Yep. Hold on. Okay.
Interesting.
I see a line. I see a line, and I like my line. All right.
You better. You better.
I'm kidding. So many decisions.
Quite. That's fine, though.
Okay.
How many lands? Wow, this is getting impressive. Well, you guys...
So many decisions.
Quite. That's fine, though.
Okay.
How many lands? Wow, this is getting impressive. Well, you guys saw that land drama earlier, and now you understand where it was.
Wow. So this is going to be fun.
Random has a really nice comment for me. It's pretty baller to have misplays as a notable occurrence. Most of us mess up way too often to keep track. The honest truth is I probably do too. I can only identify the misplays that I can identify. It's actually kind of tricky to catch them all. It's like Pokemon, you know? It's hard to catch them all. You gotta, but it's hard.
Oh, come on. God, the interface is so good. All right, there we go. No.
Okay, so anybody wondering, we do this with the trigger on the stack so that when the trigger resolves, if the damage is on it, it dies. Whereas if we waited till after it was 4-1, it could switch back to 1-4 and live. So you have to target the fumarole with the trigger on the stack. See, now it dies. Nighthawk says the camera adds 10 misplays. Amen, brother. That is the truth. That is the truth of the truth. Camera adds 10 misplays. Oh no! How'd you get under visions? And why did yours resolve second? That's bull. That's some garbage right there. All right. So let's think this line through. I mean, this would exile. Yeah. But it would resolve at the same time as this, so I think if I do this, Jace dies, and I still get what I want. You know, I think I still get things the way I like them.
Oh my gosh. This is gonna get so ugly. So unbelievably ugly so fast.
Yep, still got my zombie.
All right.
Bring in
the way
the
I see it,
pain.
I've got one out.
Well, your own Chandra would cause a lot of drama. I've also got a pretty low library, so there's probably a sequence of tutelage and a bunch of draw effects that would really wreck me.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's a bit of an odd situation, isn't it?
It's a little,
So
yeah, it's pretty special.
Mine resolved first.
Again? Or no, it's opposite day, so, like, yours will resolve second on your turn, and mine will resolve first, and vice versa.
I mean, I just can't imagine. Yeah, it's over. That's too bad.
Alright. So I got bad news. Like, time went by really fast, actually. I don't have time for another game after this one.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty upset about it myself. I'm pretty
Well,
surprised.
I feel like we had some good games in. No big deal.
I agree with that. Alright, down to 4. So you have to also have an answer to the board.
Oh, hey, there's that spell you were telling me about earlier.
Broken concentration.
Yes.
Ooh, and Chandra's still alive. I thought Chandra would die. Let me think.
No, I had no such way to handle her. Sadly. I'm just simply dead on board.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
just
so.
giving you the opportunity to swing in. All right.
No
Well,
surprises?
that was
No surprises?
No,
I got brutal
sorry.
expulsion. I was ready for a surprise.
Nah, sorry. I hate to disappoint.
Ah, man, we should do this again sometime, though. Apparently we talked too much in the beginning because time just went by and I had a lot more games I wanted to play. A lot more going on, but I can't do it.
I'm generally available, so we can find some more times to do it. Absolutely.
All right,
But
guys.
hey, this was a lot of fun.
Agreed. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks, DJ, for joining me. And some good times, good battles. All right, I will see you all later.